Join me as I dive deep into the alarming rise of mental health disorders among youth and see if I can uncover the root causes behind this crisis. Mental health disorders among youth. It's a topic that's been gaining attention in recent years, and for good reason. The statistics are staggering, and the trend is undeniable. Mental health issues are on the rise, and our young people are bearing the brunt of it. One of the biggest challenges young people face when it comes to their mental health is the stigma surrounding it. They're often made to feel like they're weak or flawed for struggling with their mental well-being, and that can be incredibly damaging. It's hard enough to admit when you're working, but when there's a sense of shame attached to it, it can be crippling. On top of that, there's the issue of access to care. Many young people don't have the resources or support systems to get the help they need. Another major factor is societal pressure. We live in a world that's increasingly focused on social media, where everyone's presenting this polished, perfect version of themselves, and it's easy to get caught up in that. Young people are bombarded with images of perfection, and it can be challenging to live up to that.
And let's not forget the pressure to succeed, the pressure to get good grades, to get into a good college, to get a good job. It's a lot to handle.
Then there's the issue of diagnosis and treatment.
Many young people are misdiagnosed or undertreated, which can have serious consequences. It's not just a matter of throwing some medication at the problem and hoping it goes away. Mental health requires a nuanced and multifaceted approach.
And finally, there's the issue of education.
Many young people don't have the tools or knowledge to manage their mental health effectively. They don't know how to recognize the signs of a mental health disorder or how to reach out for help. That's why it's so important to prioritize mental health education in our schools and communities.
Anxiety, depression, ADHD, these are just a few of the mental health disorders that are on the rise among youth.
And it's not hard to see why. We're living in an increasingly fast-paced and stressful world, and our young people are bearing the brunt of it. Take anxiety, for example. It's not just about being nervous or worried. It's a full-blown disorder that can be debilitating. And depression, it's not just about being sad or feeling down. It's a serious mental health disorder that can have severe consequences if left untreated. But what about ADHD? That's often seen as just a matter of being a little hyper or restless, but it's so much more than that. ADHD can have severe consequences for a young person's academic and social development, and it's not something that can be wished away.
And let's not forget about the factors that contribute to these disorders. Social media, bullying, trauma, the list goes on. I want to share a story that drives home the importance of this issue. A few years ago, I met a young woman named Sarah.
She was a bright, talented, and vibrant person, but she was struggling with anxiety and depression. She felt like she was drowning in her thoughts and emotions, and she didn't know how to reach out for help.
With the support of her loved ones and some fantastic mental health professionals, Sarah was able to get the help she needed and turn her life around. But it wasn't easy, and it wasn't quick. It took time, effort, and a willingness to confront tough stuff.
Sarah's story is just one example of the many young people out there who are struggling with their mental health. It's a powerful reminder that mental health disorders are natural, they're expected, and they're treatable. But we need to take action, raise awareness, reduce stigma, and provide support and resources to our young people.
So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Mental health disorders among youth are on the rise, and it's a crisis that requires our attention and action. We need to prioritize mental health education, reduce stigma, and provide support and resources to our young people. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be quick, but it's so worth it. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about the rise of mental health disorders among youth? Have you or someone you know struggled with mental health? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos on related topics.